Hi guys, welcome to Back to Basics. My name is Girish Bali, your host for today. I have a guest today, a very interesting guest. We're going to be talking about detox. We're going to talk about health. We're going to talk about, weight loss and some Ayurvedic stuff. And we will get into what the Ayurvedic is. We'll get to know what's the difference between Ayurvedic and homeopathic, and what's the difference between those two. Just be aware, we don't want to advertise that the weight loss is the way for health. You just have to go and get that recommendation by the doctor before we start here. Okay, I just want to make sure of that. So today we have a guest, and her name is Twinkle Kansal, and we are going to be enjoying chatting with her with all the basics of this show. And Twinkle, thanks for coming on the show today.
Hi, Girish. Thanks for inviting me
Sure.
on this interesting show.
Yes. Thank you again for your time. And I know that you are very busy, and it was kind of hard for you to come on the show, but thank you for coming.
Pleasure is on mine.
Yes. So tell me, Twinkle, from the beginning, not too in detail, but how did you start this whole process, and what were you, and what are you today?
Yeah, okay. My story is not so interesting as I am brought up in a very homely environment and Indian society where girls are married early. I got married when I was 19, and then I had two kids at 26, and then all the homely environment. And I started feeling sick. I was having slip disc, migraine, low BP, name some few issues. And till 40, for last 15 years, I suffered severe health issues.
Mm-hmm.
But I couldn't walk also for a kilometer. I was so bad with my health issues. I was literally on verge of depression, low
Mm-hmm.
energy. And then slowly, I committed to myself, let me find a solution. And then solution was into holistic healing.
Okay.
And now, after a few years of this practice, I'm 100% cured without any kind of medication,
Okay.
naturally, uh, with the mindset, with commitment, with consistency.
So
And
you're so
then, yeah.
you so you're telling me, Twinkle, is that when you were facing some health issues, you were kind of in the borderline, and you're like, enough is enough. We need to go to the basics as to why we want to fix this, and this is where you are today, correct?
Absolutely. I went back to basic, back to the roots. I started with very simple, small steps, which continue and which gave me this strength. And now I'm professionally taking up clients to reverse their disease like thyroid, diabetes, to healthy weight loss, and to name a few. Otherwise, we always think for every illness there's a pill,
Sure.
but it's not true.
Yeah.
Our body has an immense capacity to heal itself given a chance. We have to believe in it, and we have to give it a chance.
So let's talk about one of the topics is detox. What does detox mean to you?
Okay. Detox, generally, it's elimination of your toxins.
Hmm.
Basically, we all understand, and we are going into fad diet. We are just reading on Google or internet what is this detox drinks, and we keep on sipping it. It's not like that. Detox is not only about your nutrition, about your and eliminating any particular group of food. Like these days, ketos are in. So we just completely eliminate the carbohydrates, which are very important part of our nutrition. And
But
this is a very
if I'm not mistaken, keto diet is more about fat, right? But then some people, when they hear the word fat, it means bad, but there are good fat also. Just keep that in mind.
Absolutely. Keto, and if you're doing in supervision for a limited time, so it has to, everything has to be taken care. Not everybody is following, you can't follow a fixed diet. One diet doesn't suit all.
Yes.
I believe in this philosophy.
So
Fats, absolutely, fats are very, very good. And in our Indian traditional method, desi ghee is supposed to be very good. And people are omitting this good fat in their system.
yeah,
Desi ghee and good virgin cold pressed oils are excellent for our immune system, for
yeah.
our brain health, which people are doing just because it's fatty. Fatty doesn't make you fat.
Yes. So I want to explain to my audience, because it's not only part of India also, right? It's around the world. So ghee
Why?
is like another format of oil, but in a natural way. Okay. Taking in
Absolutely.
moderations is the key for ghee. It does not mean that you take 5 spoons per day. You just have to take moderations of that. Okay. Keep in mind, eating fat makes you fat, in fact, in moderations. Just keep that in
In
mind, and
moderation.
that is your part of your key for your health. So so does that mean that detox, for the way you explained, is more of a restore of your health in your body? Is that what it is?
Of course, your detox is reset your body. It can be seasonal detox, it can be monthly detox, it can be weekly detox. In every part of the world, we can observe fasting. Fasting, you must have heard about intermittent fasting.
Mm-hmm.
So in intermittent fasting, we keep a window of not eating for certain time period. Let's say we are not eating for 14 hours, 15 hours, 16 hours, whatever suits you, and then eat for certain time limit.
Mm-hmm.
So in that also, I want to say ki you listen to your body. Don't force yourself ki other people are doing this kind of fasting. I should also follow the same pattern.
Yes. So
You
is that
have
is that the same fasting when we try, when we do a blood test for the next day? Is that the same fasting, or is it a little different?
no, no. It's intermittent fasting is we refrain from all kind of food and have just water,
Okay.
and then we keep a window of 8 hours, 9 hours, 10 hours to eat the food.
Yes.
Otherwise, we generally now with our lifestyle in our society, we are eating till late. We are eating 9, 10, 11 anytime. But
Yes.
in earlier days, we used to have our dinners little early, around 8ish, and then breakfast used to be not the very essential part of our diet. It
Okay.
is just with this marketing, this thing, cereals have come up.
Mm-hmm.
And we are forced in our younger age also. When I remember, I used to go to school, and my mom used to force me, have the cereal, have this breakfast, and then you can go to your school.
Yes.
So this is not, this practice is good, but in a certain in under supervision, you can observe intermittent fasting, and this is wonderful way to detox yourself.
So
And
you
then yeah.
are you talking about cereal, the one that comes in boxes? Because those are actually more sugarish, right? Are we talking something else?
Absolutely.
Can you explain a little of that?
Yes, the processed food which is come in basket, which has a longer shelf life, is reducing your lifespan. Packet processed food which are not freshly prepared, which are chemical laden, which has artificial preservatives to increase the shelf life,
Hmm.
are bad for your health.
Yes. Yes.
So whatever is freshly cooked, it's a whole food or your fruits and vegetables. We should include more of your fruits. Fruit should be your rainbow approach again.
Hmm.
You should have variety of your fruits
Hmm.
every day, different color.
Yeah.
Blueberries, your raspberries, your strawberries, and apple, bananas. It should be some different. They have phytonutrients in them.
Okay.
So don't make it a habit. If you're having banana, so you will be having banana daily. So change some colors to have variety of your nutrients and to fulfill your daily vitamins and mineral deficiency.
Okay. So regarding weight loss, let's say, right? So
Right.
detox, what do you take? Lemon water or something, or what do you think that is going to be?
Detox, as I just said, for weight loss is it's a holistic. Weight loss should be holistic to have a long term approach. It's not a short-term diet, it's a long-term lifestyle changes which we have to do for weight loss.
Mm-hmm.
By that, I mean you need to be physically active, emotionally sound, and then you're spiritually grounded. So you have to see all the aspects of your life.
Yes.
Yeah,
So
if you're having best of the food and we are not taking care of your mental health,
yes.
you are emotionally stressed, you're sleep deprived, it's very difficult to have your healthy weight.
So to Twinkle, so let me ask you a question, and it seems like it's a very concerning thing for a lot of people. Okay, um, getting healthy food, okay, is
Hmm.
more expensive versus regular food.
Right.
So how do we explain to people that sometimes that's not the case? How do we explain that? How do we come at to basics and make people aware?
A healthy food is not an expensive. If you buy a packet of cereal, this also costs around, I think, $15 or something.
Yes.
If you're yeah, and if you're buying a banana, that may cost you $2.
Yes, roughly.
So
Yes.
roughly, yeah. So we don't compare as a fresh fruit and cereals. We just consume vaguely. If
Yeah.
you go for total grocery, if you are buying your healthy cereals and you're buying your fresh fruits, whole vegetables, and you're cooking at your home cooked food are missing in this society.
So
We want instant food these days.
so if you go to, let's say, a store and you buy something which says organic or brown sugar, do you think it's a good idea to buy those things?
Yeah, I would
Because
say
those
don't
because
think.
those tend to get a little more expensive according to certain people, and you have to understand, you and me and few other people are fortunate that we can afford that, but there's a lot of people around us who cannot afford that. So how do we explain that to them?
Definitely, your answer, you put up a very right question, and this is a concern. But everything which comes healthy doesn't come expensive. If you are comparing if you are your medications, your supplements, if you would compare to nature, if you are having you're copying in vitamin D supplements
Hmm.
and not using sunlight,
Yeah.
sunlight will give you 70% of the direct sunlight will cure your vitamin D deficiency rather than putting your vitamin in supplements. So we have natural remedies which can substitute to those expensive things.
So Twinkle, you bring up a good point for vitamin D and the sun and the percentage of that, right? But as you know, and everyone knows that there's COVID going on right now, right? And you have staying at
Absolutely.
home. Okay. So how do we get vitamin D? Are there other ways to get vitamin D besides the supplements that comes in the store? What other substitution is there?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. There are sesame seeds which are easily available everywhere. They are rich in your vitamin D.
Hmm.
And sunlight, if we are not moving out, still we are sitting near the window and we keep our back near that sunlight, we can still absorb the sunlight. And we can open the windows, we can have a fresh air.
Mm. Okay.
And then, yeah, and because of vitamin D deficiency, because we are having lots of gut issue as well.
Mm.
So we need to cure gut issues also with supplementing ourselves with vitamin D. And then your green vegetables, green leafy vegetables have lots of vitamin D.
Hmm.
And remember this, whenever we are having our green leaf vegetables, don't have it without having your oil, good cold pressed oil or virgin olive oil. We
Hmm.
generally are served with in Europe. You will see we served your salads with olive oil, and we think it's bad. It's very fatty. We just leave the olive oil and we just have fiber.
Okay.
Fiber, if we won't have with fats, it won't get absorbed because vitamin D is fat soluble vitamin.
Hmm. So
So this is very important part which people are missing, and then they are facing constipation because of it.
yes, yes. So Twinkle, so let me ask you this, right? Is it worth drinking luke water, meaning warm water, meaning home temperature water, with lemon every day, because then that's more of a detox throughout the day, and that also prevents not getting sick as often. Is that a myth?
Drinking
Because
lemon
there's a lot
water.
of people do that. So I don't know if that's a myth or that's a true fact.
Good, you are clearing this point. To have lemon water once or twice a day is good, but then you are making your body too much of alkaline, and you can have a problem of your teeth getting enamel coated. This problem.
Okay.
So don't keep on sipping the lemon water all the day, but yeah,
Mhm.
you can have once or twice a day.
Okay. Now,
And then I will like to highlight this point also. See if it suits you. Lemon doesn't suit everybody.
yes,
So just don't think it is healthy. So you keep on spoiling your gut and you keep on sipping it whole day.
yes, yes.
End of the day, you know your body and you have to see what suits you better.
Yeah. So now,
And to make it detox, so I just have this water. So what I do, I just put a lemon slice and then mint there, and this I keep on have 1 liter a daily.
oh,
So that's good enough. Yeah.
okay, okay. So, Twinkle, so now regarding uh, people who have obese issue, okay,
Hmm.
how do we make them aware, and how do we reduce that? Because there's many ways to reduce when you are obese, right? One is obviously staples and take your fat out. But then later on you'll have to maintain that. Okay. So I don't know if that's a right way or wrong way, but that is one of the ways that I've seen. The other way is go to a fitness group program, lose a lot of weight during that fitness time and eating time, and the wellness that they do. Okay. But then they don't maintain that. So what do you say about that? Well, how do we can maintain that without, yeah, how do we maintain that? So explain that.
Yeah, if you're doing your fat dieting, which is bad, which is very short term, but if you're doing your weight loss with a healthy manner, in a holistic manner, you are taking care of your lifestyle changes also as well.
Yeah.
Like you're doing your lifestyle tips. I want to say you're concentrating on your sleep pattern. When
Mm-hmm.
you're sleeping, it is very important to repair your system and
Mm-hmm.
recover your whatever is damaged during the day course.
Okay.
And then you are doing proper breathing exercise, you're meditating, and then most important, you're drinking enough of water.
Mm-hmm.
I was just studying this research. 50% of Americans are not having proper water. They are deficient in water. Whenever we are hungry, we might not be hungry. It's just we are thirsty.
So
Try
why,
to, this is a,
so Twinkle,
yeah.
why is that? Why is there a deficiency of not drinking water in the United States? Is there an article that we can look at?
Yeah, it's because we are easily grab a cup of coffee or some water or
Okay.
chai. So we don't want to. We find water a little boring or something, and we just avoid it and we grab a coke. Nahi, let's take a coke. But water has its own therapeutical value. It's
Yes.
70% of our body is made up of water,
Yes. So
and
so
you can
so I
cure
want to
your
tell,
headache. Huh?
yeah, so I
Yeah,
want to tell
continue.
someone that when you drink water, just make sure that you take warm water with a little of cold water, so then you get mixture of both, and make sure you put cinnamon stick in there. That would actually detox your system also at the same time.
Cinnamon is very good to increase your metabolism.
Yes.
But according to Ayurveda, we all have different body constituency, Vata, Pitta, and Kapha.
Okay.
So if your body is already on a higher potency, it is already is heated, so cinnamon cannot suit you. So
Okay.
it depends. So it depends if you can't overdo on your cinnamon also. If you think it's detoxifying you, and if you are having too much of cinnamon, so it
Hmm.
can make you body too much of heated. So
So
you can have
guys,
gut issues.
okay, and Twinkle, let me ask you one more question if you don't mind. So,
Yeah.
roughly, how many calories can we have per day?
Okay, so this is a very old method. How many calories one person should have? One person should have calories depending on the physical activity they are doing.
Okay.
Let's say if we are just sitting on a desk from morning to evening, then it's different from the person who is physically active.
Yes.
They are going to gym, ladies who are attending their kids, they are running to their school, they are doing the, so it depends on the activity to activity.
Mm-hmm.
So daily, don't fix your amount. I will be having two rotis or some fixed portion of rice or whatever. Don't fix yourself. See how much hungry are you.
Mm-hmm. So you're
Calories
telling,
was
so,
it was
so
very old myth when to have a fixed calories for weight loss.
guys, just keep in mind, everyone has a fixated rule in their mind. Let's say you're supposed to have 1200 per day or something like that. Just keep in mind, guys, calorie is a calorie no matter what you say. In fact, 200 calories worth of soda and 200 calories worth of carrots, they work differently in the body. So just keep in mind when you calculate 1200, because that 1200, you could have an oily thing versus a good thing, and it's the same calorie count. So just be controlled on that. And just like what Twinkle said, it's not all always about calories, right? Because that's maybe old school. I'm not really sure. But just keep in mind that making yourself active throughout the day makes things a little better. And then you balance it out. Everyone says that morning breakfast is healthy for you and it'll help you throughout the day. So some people, they skip lunch. Honestly speaking, you should not skip any meal. What you should do is to do in moderations. That's the key for the diet.
Absolutely,
Yeah. So,
absolutely.
so Twinkle, so
You,
go ahead. Go ahead.
so whenever you should see your food is nutrient dense, not a
Yes.
calorie dense.
Yes. Yes. So Twinkle, so you touched a word that we need to explain to people, with is Ayurvedic. Okay,
Yeah,
Ayurveda, right? So I want to explain to people that Ayurveda is a form of natural organic medicine, which is kind of a balance between the two, mind and body. Okay, and there are five elements, if I'm not mistaken, for Ayurvedic. It's air, water, space, fire, and earth. Okay, so those are the five elements that makes Ayurvedic. So can Twinkle, can you tell me a little more detail on that? I mean, that is what I know from my basics.
absolutely. Your knowledge is very much updated. I'm impressed. So and Ayurveda, they really insist on pranas. We can live without anything but our air. So we these days we are doing very shallow breathing.
Yes.
So our breathing is not deep enough. So we are not taking proper oxygen, and our carbon dioxide is increased in our body.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we feel stressed throughout the day.
Mm-hmm.
So this is my to go remedy any time of the day. It's not only morning. So try to do any form of breath work. If you don't know, you try to learn it. It's inhale, exhale, and to some count,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
And this is, yeah, deep breathing is very, very important. It is cure for your stressful days, for your anxiety, from insomnia also. If you do your breathing before sleeping, you will see you have a very good quality of
So,
sleep.
so Twinkle, tell me the difference between Ayurvedic and homeopathic, because I think they're two different ways, right? And two different method of organic. So can you explain that? Because far as I know, more, I think if I'm not mistaken, homeopathic is more about believing, curing, right? And Ayurvedic is maybe preventing the disease. So
Ayurveda is preventing the disease, and it takes body as a whole.
yeah.
It doesn't take a particular, if you are having some heart ailment, so it won't just focus on your heart. It will focus on your lifestyle. It is focused upon on your water, and their remedies are based on natural available herbs.
Okay.
right? So let's say you have some cholesterol issue. In
Mm-hmm.
Ayurveda, they treat it in a holistic manner. They will treat your food habits also according to your body type. As
Okay.
I just mentioned, we have vata, pitta, and kapha, three body types. So they see into what is their imbalance in your body, and then they work in a holistic manner.
Okay.
Rather than just treating the heart, they treat as a whole body. They see how's your sleep, how's your stress, what's your eating habits, what kind of food are you eating, how's your digestion. Digestion is very, very important part in our Ayurveda.
Mm. So if people
Yeah.
they have blood pressure pill and cholesterol pill, how can we slowly reduce that? And guys, just keep in mind you have to consult this with your doctor, because we don't want to make the numbers go lower. We want to do it in moderation. So before you get some guidance from Twinkle and myself regarding this, just consult with your doctor as to see if this is the way to go. Go ahead.
I always tell my clients to keep your doctor in loop
Yeah.
and side by side do this natural remedies. If you have your high BP, let's say, so you have to look into for sure your sodium intake, plus you have to take your sugar intake also.
Mm-hmm.
And so by salt, we just focus on salt, and we don't see how is our exercise, how is our stress. We just focus on that one single. We think this pill is magical pill. It can cure our BP. No, it's not like that. We have to be active throughout the day. We have to see why what is the root cause for your blood pressure.
Okay. So,
Blood
so
pressure is generally it's a 50% of the time it's because of your stress, the way
okay.
you are dealing with your situation.
Okay. Okay. So, Twinkle. So this is might be a myth. I'm not really sure, but does it mean white sugar and white salt is considered bad for you? Because what people they say is anything white, it means that it's more chemical versus natural. Is that a true statement?
Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. I believe in 4 hours. Remove these 4 hours from your life. These 4 hours, one is your refined sugar, refined salt, refined flour, refined oil. So
Okay.
if you can remove these 4 hours from your life and replace with fruits, vegetables, and whole food, your 50% of your problem is gone.
So most of the stores down here in the United States in the last maybe I'm gonna say 1 year now, right? Um, it seems like turmeric is one of the hot items now, but we've been having this for years because we us Indians we have that in our foods, right? But it seems like it's a new thing, a new fad, a new fashion. So what is the advantage of having turmeric?
Turmeric is the golden herb. It has hundreds and hundreds of benefits. It increases your immunity. It is anti-inflammatory. It has antibacterial property. It reduces the inflammation in your blood.
Hmm.
If you have your gut issues, it helps you to digest your food properly.
Hmm.
And if you're feeling cold, it is remedies. So you can turmeric you can put anywhere. It will give you hundreds of benefits.
Yes. So
And
so
this is a very good Ayurvedic. We call it a Ayurvedic medicine.
so guys, just let me give you a little history of Ayurvedic. Okay, we know the five elements, and we know that it's supposed to be preventing diseases and all that. But Ayurvedic originated from India more than like 3,500 years. Okay, so that is like the alternative system for medicine, and people they followed that, and they. I think if I'm not mistaken, they're like two separate words into one. Okay, so I think Ayur is the word of life, and Vedic is the meaning of knowledge. And you combine
Knowledge.
that together, and that is your form of purity, if I'm not mistaken. So I know a little history. So, so
Wonderful.
yes, yes. So let me ask you this. Um, Health coach is different than dietitian. Is that correct?
Absolutely. People come to me, I want to do weight loss and that too in quick. This my belly is showing. I want to wear this dress. So Twinkle, give me some quick fix. I want to lose weight. When care, no way. First, you have to find the root cause why you are gaining weight. So you can't take the health as a cheap thing. Health is why you're gaining weight, why you're having craving. Sometimes we start having sugar craving too much.
Mm-hmm.
Why it is there? So we have to find, because you are having too much of your toxins in your system.
Yeah.
There can be a vitamin mineral deficiency. People are going for quick fix fad diets and they are losing their hair, they are losing their skin is sagging, they started looking old, but they have to be very thin from their waistline.
Mm-hmm. So
dieting is you are just fixing your calories intakes and you are omitting some important nutrients from your body, and people are not focused upon their nutrition part, on their health part, on their happiness. For me, health is happiness.
So is it the right way to say is that eat well and live well? Is that the right statement?
Absolutely.
Okay. So, but that does not
well
mean,
and be happy.
but that does not mean that, you indulge on spinach and spinach is good for you, but you need to have moderations of that, because the more
you have to have carbs, you have to have proteins, you have to have your fat.
Yeah.
These are the micronutrients. Then you have to see your micronutrients also.
Yeah.
And plus exercise. You can't be active just for morning 1 hour and then 23 hours you are inactive throughout the day.
Okay.
So, yeah. And your mindset, your awareness. So it has to be, everything has to be combined together, integrated together to give you to your healthy weight loss.
Okay. So, Twinkle, is there anything else that I have missed regarding health and dietitian and Ayurvedic? Is there something else that I have missed? And you then we can talk here. But I think we have covered it all. I think
we have covered everything. I want to sum up with this: you have to believe in yourself. Whatever is your goal, be consistent with your goal and listen to your body. Yes. Whatever body is saying, you have to sit with yourself at least for 5 minutes a day. Yes. You are the wonderful person. If you won't give appointment to yourself, nobody will.
Yes. So guys,
take care of your thoughts and be with yourself.
So guys, I mean, the key is, from what I've heard from Twinkle today, is that eat well and live well. That is the correct way. But make sure you do this in moderation. You have to enjoy your food. It does not mean you indulge. You have to do it in moderation. Okay. So Twinkle, what last words do you have before we end the call today and the show today?
Health is not about the food on your plate. It's about your mindset. It's about your awareness. It's about you. It's not about others. You have to be comfortable with yourself.
Well, there you go, guys. That's the last words from the the health coach or the dietitian, whatever you want to call her. But she has guided me since I have talked to her and contacted her. She has guided me in many different ways in my health. So she is a good resource, and I will send all your links and all that stuff for her contacts, and you can contact her on that. So as always, at the end of the show, I want to give you a quote of the day. The quote of the day is: health is the thing that makes you feel that now is the best time of the year. That's by Franklin P. Adams. Health is the thing that makes you feel that now is the best time of the year. Franklin P. Adams. And guys, as always, at the end of the episode, I always say, everything in life will go back to basics, and that's what we did today. Enjoy your day, and I'll see you next week. Thank you.